Dear atheists, how is it that cavemen survived the asteroid but the dinosaurs didn't? The trick was to keep a safe distance from the dinosaurs. About 65 million years or so seemed to do the trick. How did cavemen survive? Tell me. Dinosaurs are a hoax. They aren't real. How do I start this video? With a burp, of course. If it ever comes. Oh, Naked Man has taken up planting. He's got a little green thumb on him. Look at that. That's nice. It's a beautiful plant. Beautiful plant. He's got his shirt on this time, guys. All right. Before I go any further, I feel like I got some people in the comments getting upset about the Naked Man saga. The fact of the matter is, if I need to explain this again, I am filming in front of a big window. Okay, this is a big window right here. And directly across from me, I can see around 30 balconies. It's summertime in Toronto, so there's a lot of people that are going out on the balconies. And strangely enough, a lot of the time, it's men without shirts on. They are not actually naked. Let's get that straight. For some reason, I just said he was naked, or they were naked. It just came out. It just came out. They're not fully naked. They are, however, often in their boxers or shirtless. And they're distracting. They're distracting to me. So I'm sorry if that's a little creepy for you guys. I can't help it. They just go out on their balconies and that's all I can focus on. I'm a very present person. If I see a man without a shirt on right in front of me as I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, it's gonna be distracting. So I made a joke out of it. All right. I'm not trying to objectify men. Men are gorgeous creatures. Women are gorgeous creatures. And yeah, I mean, I'm not like looking into their condos. They're coming out on their balconies. I'm glad that we talked about this because I've been meaning to get it off my chest. I hope that explains things for you guys. I just feel like we keep getting these new subscribers coming in all the time, and none of them really know what's going on with the Naked Man joke, so I figured I would just explain it one more time for everybody. Cool, man. Let's get into the video. Today on my channel, we are looking at some people that were owned by science. I love science. I love science so much. Science is my favorite. We used to do a lot of science on Inform Overload, and it was my favorite thing, especially space. I love space so much. I love science because it doesn't explain everything, but it explains a lot. People who don't believe in science they bother me. They bother me a little bit. Things that can be explained by science should be respected. That's how I feel about it. I'm gonna upset some people down below in the comments, and you know what? That's fine. But guess what? Facts don't care about your feelings. They don't fucking care about your feelings, okay? They don't. Oh, I just a little camera shake there. I moved my camera back so you guys can stop seeing up my nose. Yes, I wipe my nose before I film every time. All right, I have boogers. I'm a human being. This is a standard vaccine composition. Which of these chemicals do you object to having in your body? Ethanol, propyl acetate, methopropyl acetate, propanol. Okay, so it goes on and on. We're not gonna read out all of them because I frankly don't know how to pronounce all that shit. Yes. Oh, well, he's smoking. No, he's not cute anymore. You're not cute. Smoking is bad for you, Naked Man. All of them? Really? Because I have just given you the chemical composition of an apple, which is living testimony to the fact that anti-vaxxers aren't qualified to know what they are scared of. Owned. People are getting owned. I love science. I think I love science because I love being right. It's like my favorite thing. Drop a like if you love being right down below in the comments. If masks were necessary for our survival as a species, we would have evolved one by now. We haven't. We have noses and mouths. We have airways. It is not natural for people to go around with face masks on in their general life, and no amount of government propaganda can change that. Neil, do you wear shoes? Do you wear shoes? Is it natural for you to wear shoes? All right, then your argument is null and void. It's a stupid argument. It's not natural to wear clothes. Look at Naked Man, he's just being natural. He's just being natural, his natural self. Unnatural hair colors in woman are a warning signal to stay away. It is an example of aposematism, the phenomenon of poisonous animals in nature advertising their toxicity and lethality. Aposematism is there to warn off predators, not sexual partners. If you're repelled by it, it's working. Oh, burn. That's a burn. I'm learning so much today. I love science. I love science so much. Rheometers keep going on about academics and scientists. Well, academics didn't help us on the beaches or in the trenches. That was down the great British spirit, grit, determination, and strength. Academics would be in the trenches. Brexit needs heroes. F experts. Brexit bin. Dear Stanley, this is an enigma machine. It created German codes. It was impossible to crack. A bunch of British scientists led by a gay man from Manchester Facts. Cracked it. Their work saved 14 million lives and shortened the war by 2 years. Heroes come in all shapes and sizes. Yeah, that's Alan Turing, right? Great guy, that guy. Alan Turing was a great guy. When NASA first started sending astronauts into space, they realized that the ballpoint pen was not going to work at zero gravity. $1 million investment and 2 years of tests resulted in a pen that could write in space, upside down, on almost any surface, and at temperatures ranging from below freezing to over 300 degrees Celsius. When confronted with the same problems, the Russian used a pencil. What is that from? Is that like a textbook? All right, so this is apparently wrong. We got some science for you. You guys like some science? In the early years of spaceflight, both Russians and Americans used pencils in space. Unfortunately, pencil lead is made of graphite, a highly conductive material. Snapped graphite leads and particles in zero gravity are hugely problematic, as they will get sucked into the air, ventilation, or electronic equipment, easily causing shorts or fires in the pure oxygen environment of a capsule. Wow, this is long. After the fire in Apollo 1, which killed all the astronauts on board, NASA required a writing instrument that wasn't a fire hazard. Fisher spent over $1 million of his own money creating a pressurized ballpoint pen, which NASA bought at $2.95 each. The Russian space program also switched over from pencils shortly after. 40 years later, snide morons on the internet still snigger about it, because snide morons on the internet never know what they were talking about. That is a fact, my friend. That is a fact, if I ever heard one. I love it. I love how I'm learning. Don't you love to learn? I love learning. Learning's so fun. Yeah, knowledge. It's like my brain is drinking a nice little glass of water. Why should atheists be given leave on religious holidays? If atheists are not comfortable with the concept of God, why do they happily accept holidays named after gods? Why should religious people be given access to scientifically devised medical care? You could just pray. I mean, they're not wrong. That's pretty smart, right? But of course that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I'm sure some people pray instead of going to the doctor, especially in the United States, because it costs like $13,000 to see the doctor on a 3-hour visit down there. It's a bit scary. I'd rather pray in that case as well. I'm gonna do a thread on weird things British people do. Y'all and your Celsius, telling the temperature. Who the F uses Celsius? Literally everyone except you. Everyone except you. That's so confusing. Fahrenheit is so confusing. I don't get it. Why do you just do 0 for freezing and 100 for boiling? Like why? And you have to make it so hard. Fact, if the Earth was 10 feet closer to the sun, we would all burn up. And if it was 10 feet further, we would freeze to death. God is amazing. Wow, that's crazy. I know. Amen. Oh, this person's about to get owned for show. To anyone wondering, that's not true. Earth's orbit is elliptical, and the distance from the sun varies from around 147 million kilometers to 152 million kilometers on any given year. Every star has a habitable zone that is affected by the size of the star and its intensity. Yes, it's called the Goldilocks zone. Science. The sun's habitable zone is about 0.95 aeronautical units to 1.37 aeronautical units. And AU is the Earth's average distance from the sun, 93 million miles, blah, 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 blah. You get the point. Owned by science! Oh, and she clapped back. She clapped back. Okay, that's cool and all, but don't ever comment on my status telling me that I am wrong ever again. I didn't ask you, did I? Answer, no. I mean, you're kind of putting it on the internet, so it's sort of open for opinion. When you put yourself on the internet and the things that you don't know, people are going to correct you, as I often find out in the comments. Every time I post a video, people correct me. Hi, prof, please don't Islam-splain, thanks. Dude, I have a PhD in Islamic studies. I think that was the point. You really want to go there with me, bro? Look me up. I was studying the Quran in Cairo before you were born, son. I mean, I could be wrong, but it sounds like Juan Cole knows what he's talking about. I'm just saying. Lower working memory capacity linked to non-compliance with social distancing guidelines during the early stage of the... I don't know what lower cognitive ability means, but I certainly won't wear a mask ever. That was kind of the point of this post. I don't know what that means, but I'm not wearing a mask. Wear your masks, kids! Just wear them. Just wear them. It's okay. There's some cute ones out there. There's some cute masks. Just saying. The cities in the background are approximately 16 miles apart. Where is the curve? Please explain. With the circumference of 24,901 miles, you are looking at the curvature of around 0.2 degrees, or a little more than 10 feet at 16 miles away. May I say, that curvature is still significantly higher than your IQ. Oh, that's spicy. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh. But that's the thing. It doesn't matter what science you tell a flat earther, they're still gonna think the earth is flat. Rude. So rude. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Don't forget, Facts don't care about your feelings. And subscribe!